time for another day out. Let's get it. So I made it, 2.5 hour drive, creek's just down here, so yeah, I've just come up to, by the way, I've just come up to Creswick, sort of Daylesford area, so just to give you a bit of an idea, I won't give you the exact spot, but yeah, it's a lovely day, overcast, so perfect day for prospecting, so I'll just get my stuff out of the car and we'll get to it. Alright, so here's just a bit of a look at the creek where I'm working. It's a fairly small creek as you can see, but lots of bedrock around. Lots of promising looking spots. I mean, it's nice how the rocks are running horizontal across the creek. Came here last time really quickly and just took a bit of a few pans down at the base of that sort of concreted mass there and got a few colours, so I figured I'd bring back the power sluice today because there's no running water. So I've got the power sluice, battery bilge pumps, and that stuff there looks like really easy digging. So I'll do a few test pans and hopefully I get some colours, and then we'll run like maybe 10-15 buckets throughout the day. We'll see what I get. Alright, I'll start doing some test pans and I'll show you as I go along. My first test pan, just to make sure that first time I took a pan out here it wasn't a fluke. I mean, if I probably get like 3 or 4, 5 colours, I'll probably be happy enough to start running this stuff, I think. So I'll just show you the results of that first test pan I did. Like I say, if I get probably 3 colours, that'll probably be enough because this ain't an amazing area as far as I know. But it should be easy material to move, so considering it's not the best area, I reckon I could do fairly decent, all things considered. Sorry about my slow panning, I'm not very confident with this pan after I lost my good Estwing pan. A bit nervous with this one, but seems to be doing the job fine, I guess. Alright, let's get it back, have a look. A bit too much water there. Not even a colour. Interesting. Let me have a look at that. Well, there was colour in that pan. As you can see, there's one tiny little colour in there. Might just try one more, go a bit deeper, see what happens. If not, then I'll hit some crevices or something. So yeah, that didn't end up too well. I guess sort of not surprisingly. So I'm going to have a look at this spot now, behind this big rock. All this material here, and this sort of little inside bend. And it opens up afterwards, so I figure maybe this spot here I'll take a few pans and I'll show you how it goes. Alright, so I just did the second pan, like I said, behind that rock there. Just dug out that little bit there. And I've panned it down. And straight off the bat, I mean, you can see there's a crap ton of heavies in this pan, and there wasn't last time, so... oh, look at that already. They're going to focus. 4 bits of gold there. Not bad ones either. Oh, there's a couple more in the water there. That's actually not a bad little haul from one pan. I think I'm definitely going to fill up a bucket now, as much as I can from this area here. I reckon we're going to do quite well for one bucket. Alright, time for the hard work to start for me then. So got my bucket sieve here, so I should be able to classify pretty quickly. Let's do it. Alright, so dug a bunch down there into that crevice. It's pretty deep now. Haven't reached the bottom, and it's just getting a bit thin for my trails. So I just thought I'd get my nugget gold buddy out. So I'll get this on the go. I'll do this, keep it this for a while, and then yeah, I'll show. I won't even pop that into the bucket. I'll just pan that one straight down because I'm pretty excited to see, actually, to be honest. Alright, so I didn't even get all of it out, but I've got a bit of material from that crevice. Let's have a look how much we got. So yeah, I got about that much from that crevice. Have a look what's in there. Oh, there's a few bits of clay in there, so I might just turn the camera off for a second and crush them up a bit. Alright, I crushed up that clay a little bit, so I can hopefully anything that was trapped in there is now in the pan. I reckon this could be a pretty decent pan, judging by that first one I got out of there. But you never know until you pan it out, I suppose. So, haven't seen anything yet. Still a ways to go though. Alright, we're starting to get down now to the business end of this pan. Not seeing that many heavies in there, again compared to that last pan, but they're in there. And again, sorry I'm going slow, I'm not the fastest panner in the world. I'd rather just go slow and make sure I don't lose anything than overdo it. Sorry, mosquito on there. Oh, there's a nice garnet in there, I think. Let's get some of those big rocks out. Alright, let's see what we've got, if anything. There's a nice garnet there, at very least. Well, I'll be damned. Pretty much nothing in that pan. That's really surprised me, considering that last one. I mean, I've got the last one sitting here still. I mean, look at all the heavies in that. And the gold I got in that one. Again, like a few pieces there and there. So I don't know, maybe it's just on the surface. So I think now what I'll do is I'll get some of the stuff off the top now and pan that and see what happens. Because that was quite surprising after that first one. Alright, so after that disappointing pan, I'm just going to run what was in the bucket out of that crevice rather than fill up more from that area and just see what's in there. So I've set up the Angus McKirk power sluice, and I've got my little 3D printed sluice at the end just to make sure there's no losses. And yeah, just give it a crack, I suppose. Probably about 8 litres, 10 max. No, probably not even 10, probably like 8 litres. But that's what the box looks like. Lots of big fat heavies. And I can see a little bit of gold in there, just down the middle of the screen there. But not a lot, so let's get into a pan. Alright, that's all the material that I got out of that top sluice, the Angus McKirk. That one's still down there. I had that one on a bit of a different angle and it got a bit full. But I'll have a look at that one in a minute, see if there's any gold in it. Anything got through, but firstly I'm anxious to check this one out. Alright, let's just get this hand a bit. These mosquitoes. Did not bring my air guard today. I am regretting that. Tell you what. Well, seems like there's lots of black sands in there. Alright, moment of truth. Lots of, don't know if you can see, but there's lots of garnets in there. You can see 3 or 4 little sizable ones. Oh yeah, already seeing gold coming up. Oh yeah, there's a nice piece. Oh, now there's a nice piece. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh. Now that is fair. Have a look at that. That little one there, not bad at all. That's a picker. Nice. Very nice. Alright, well that bucket turned out pretty good in the end. So that crevice there turned out really quite well. Interestingly enough, down really low wasn't that good, so seems that middle section and up top, golden, so I'm going to clean this whole section out, I think. Fill up as much as I can. Best check that sluice first before I get going, but yeah, that's not a bad start at all. Pretty excited to get going now. Alright, might just have a ciggy break after that one, and then get stuck into it proper, because might be onto a winner. Alright, wish me luck. Okay, so just ran bucket number 2, a bit more of a full bucket that time, probably more like 15 litres. And from this one I just dug out a bit further up that crevice. It's nice and deep there, but then it just sort of ends there and it's a bit shallower, so it doesn't look as good. Dug this one out behind here, also not quite as deep, and I got a lot of surface materials. So I wasn't expecting it to be quite as good, and because it's a bit further back, obviously I'd expect that first one to be the best. And that kind of was vindicated in thinking that, because didn't get a crap load off this one. I mean, there's a few nice bits in there. I mean, they're not huge, but they're not tiny either. And again, lots of that huge black sand. Well, these heavies here, I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're magnetic or not, but lots of it. Lots of big chunky stuff. Anyway, it's looking pretty good. A few more buckets, I reckon, and I'll be looking alright for the day. Alright, I'll keep going at these crevices here. Guess I'll keep that one there and just keep moving all this material down here into the buckets and then filling it through. Did just have a bit of a bloody issue with my bilge pump. I don't know what's going on with it. One of them, there must be something jammed within that on the inside there, because it keeps making this weird sound every now and again, and then the flow slows down. But I've had a good look in there, I can't see anything, so I don't know. That's all I need. Come out here with no water flow, some decent gold, and I bet I won't be able to run it. That'll be fantastic. Anyway, I'll get to it. It is bloody lovely out here. Does not get much better than this. Blue skies, it's about 23 degrees. Sun's not too bad. Where I'm working down here is in the shade anyhow, mostly. Oops. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Just ran bucket number 5. No, bucket number 4. Just ran bucket number 4. And this was the results. Not bad. Still getting the gold. If you can. So that's not too bad. That's out of 1 bucket. I mean, a fair few pieces there. Still tons of it, and tons of this huge chunky black sand stuff. Oh, actually, I've got a magnet thing here. Let's see if it's magnetic. Hold on, let's get a bit more water in there. Let's see if this is magnetic, this stuff. There you go. Tons of it. Oh, well, it's easy enough to remove. Guess I'll just wait till I get home and probably get rid of all that, but I reckon so far not the worst gold in the world. If I do maybe 5 or 6 more buckets, definitely be worth the trip out here, I reckon. Alright, I'm gonna have some lunch, I think. Got some nice pizza rolls there, so looks like it's about midday at the moment. Sun's right in the middle of the sky, so probably about a good time. Alright. friend. Look at this little guy sitting on top of my battery when I just went to pick it up. Anyway, put him back in there. There you go, little fella. Off he goes. So I've run about 6, maybe 7 buckets, probably 7 buckets now, and the bilge pump has just crapped itself. I can't run for more than like 2 minutes without it just, sounds like it's seizing up, like there's something jammed in there. I don't know what's happening, but like as soon as I touch it, it just stops making the noise. But when it does it, the flow gets interrupted, and I getting pulses down the sluice, which is blowing out the riffles, which isn't good. So probably going to try one more bucket. If it keeps going the way it's going, that's probably going to have to be the end of the day, to be honest, which is a bit disappointing because it's still pretty early. I wanted to get a few more hours in, but I mean, I can't run without the bilge pumps. So I mean, I could just stay and do some panning, but I'm not a quick panner at the best of times, and the time it takes me to do one of those buckets there through the sluice compared to what I would for panning is just not even worth comparing. So yeah, one more bucket, see how it goes. If it's no good, then I'm gonna have to call it a day, unfortunately, frustratingly. Alright, so I think I'm done. That was the last bucket run. It wasn't even that good because I guess I'm getting further away from this rock as I dig behind there. I mean, it's still good enough to keep running, but because of the bilge pump, it's just gonna force my hand, I think, and make me end the day. But yeah, I think I did alright, all things considered. I'm not going to look at my gold now though, but I'll wait till I get home, pop it into a pan, clean it up, and I'll be sure to show you guys. Alright, so pretty much packed up now. Just got a couple of things over here to take care of. Shovel. Don't forget my snuffer bottle. Can't go losing another one of those. But yeah, you can see the hole that I made down there. Pretty much that area I dug from. It's not that much material really. And considering the amount of gold, the amount of gold that it looks like I got, seemed decent. So I'm not going to fill that in this time. Just going to leave that like that because I'm probably going to come back to this spot. But yeah. Alright, that'll do it till I get home, I think. I'll give you another update when I get back. Yeah, we'll get the gold out, maybe weigh it up. We'll see how we go, if there's enough there. If it looks too poxy, I probably won't weigh it up. But anyway, I'll see you soon. So I've got all my concentrates out of the snuffer bottle, and I banged them into a pan and just used my little magnetic thing to get out all that stuff. Stuff is really chunky. Have a look at that. All magnetic, all just real chunky pieces. That's interesting. Anyway, so that's what I've been left with. There, so let's have a look at that. Let's give it a bit of a pan. Oh, shit. I've already seen a couple of bits of gold showing up. Looks alright. Let's have a look at that now. lots of garnets in there. See? There we have it. It's my haul. So yeah, not amazing in the end. A bit disappointing. But there's some nice pieces in there, and it's all chunkier. Like I can feel that all under my finger in there. And of course that big piece there, little picker. Whoops. It's not a bad piece. Nice big flat piece. Yeah, so that's what we ended up with for about 7 buckets, 6 or 7 buckets, I can't really remember. But yeah, all in all, not horrible. Maybe 0.2 of a gram. Anyway, thanks for joining me.